Well, my pencil collection extends to Japanese and German pencils. We also have a selection of vintage pencils, as far back as, I guess, early 20th century. And then we have a more recent package of Staedtler Lumographs F pencils, which are fairly similar to what you can now find in most office supply stores. The current version of Mars Lumograph. So, colors might be slightly lighter nowadays, but these are two equivalent pencils. Let's start with the vintage one. It has gold letters. This is an F grade, so it has the darkness of an HB, but the hardness of an H, meaning that we don't have to sharpen the pencil quite as often. It is fairly smooth, and for a Staedtler Lumograph, I tend to like the soft end of the spectrum, so I have no qualms getting the 2Bs and 4Bs and such. My issue starts when we get on the harder grades like this 2H, in which occasionally you might come across some scratchiness, but this one actually is fairly smooth on the soft paper, so this is a 2H that occasionally I find too sharp and it tends to break the page, but this one seems to be fine. I prefer to go with a 2B that has a significant darker tone, as you would expect. They don't smudge an awful lot. I mean, they did smear a little bit here, but nothing too obvious. So, for a lot of my classes in the past, we used to get these Staedtler class packs, and it worked just fine. It's just lately we've been using a bit of Tombos. But depending on what you can find locally at your office supply store, it might be a lot easier to get a hold of a set of Staedtler Mars Lumograph pencils. So, somebody asked me what I felt about them. I like them. It's just, use whatever is most readily available. But yeah, they're among the top 5 in quality and availability, I would say. And you can manage to get some vintage loads. I mean, these things are awesome. So they never go bad. I guess the difference is subtle. I mean, the ink back then was a lot richer. The letters were gold back then, as you can see on this one. Oh no, I can get the macro to work. There's the golden F. Okay. So I would say getting a full set of 12 pencils that go all the way from 8B to 2H would be a good choice for anybody that wants to use them for sketching and drawing. If you're more into technical drawings, you're going to have the ones that have more of the H grade pencils. But like I said, anything from the 8B to the HB up to the 2H, I think will be a good range for artists that want to sketch with a good, consistent pencil. Yeah, 2B happens to be one of my favorite darknesses. It's easy to get a darker tone without too much pressure.